All right, hey, what's going on? This is Dan Keller, your mortgage advisor at New American Funding. I want to welcome you to another episode of Making Sense of the Markets. Today is Sunday, August 20th, episode number 34 of the year. I've got a great message today. I'm going to be talking about mortgage rates, and tomorrow we're going to see this eclipse, and it's going to go dark in the middle of the day. And my message today is how I believe consumers today are in the dark in regards to what mortgage rates are and what it means to find a mortgage rate online, and I'm going to talk about that today. Before I get into kind of my message, I want to share this stat with you. Approximately 85%, and I heard this at a real estate conference this last year, 85% of all online rate quotes never end up accurate. And the consumer ends up paying higher for the rate or higher for the cost of that rate. And I'm going to explain why and why it's important to lean on a trusted advisor and not the internet, because the internet is marketing today. Very rarely can you find facts online. But before I get into this, let's talk about what the markets are doing. You've heard me talking over the last 34 weeks about this 103 mark. We were either trying to get to it or get above it. And we've stayed for the last 2.5 weeks above the 103 mark. What does that mean? And what is causing that? That means interest rates now for government, VA, FHA, and USDA loans, they're in the mid-upper threes, which is pretty incredible for 30-year fixed rates, depending again on down payment, credit score, and type of property. Same thing with a Fannie Mae. Your 20% down home loans are back down in the really low fours, depending on points. You want to pay type of property and credit score and down payment right in the low fours, 4 to 4.25. What's causing that? Political uncertainty. I don't want to get into that right now, but keep your eye on what's happening in the White House as it relates to Trump and his staff and North Korea. We could continue to see rates drop as a result. So let's talk about this quote. 85% of all online rate quotes never come through. This is why. Because this is marketing. You have to understand that First Internet Bank, Sabonic, I don't even know what that's called, these guys are paying BakeRate.com a lot of money to be the first mortgage companies that get to advertise on their site. And so what's next is you're going to click on next, and you're going to have to fill out a contact form, and within 1 to 3 days someone's going to contact you about a rate that you probably don't want to pay the points or deal with the confusion around getting. More so if you're purchasing a home, look at this. It's set for refinance. Refinance rates typically can be below purchase rates. Here's the other thing. This is the Zillow marketplace. Same thing. View details. These people are paying Zillow a bunch of money to be up there. Zillow goes out and says that the typical 30-year fixed rate right now is at 3.63%. I can tell you that that's not the truth. The typical 30-year fixed rate right now is right around 4.0 to 4.25 for a Fannie Mae conventional loan, or 3.625387 for a government-backed loan. What they're doing right here is they're blending those together. You're not getting a what is this 30-year fixed rate for, what kind of a purchase, what kind of a down payment. It's misleading information, and I hate to see you, the consumer, in the dark. The other thing, the top 10 best mortgage rates, my company probably would not be here right now on LendingTree because we don't pay them money. Today's 10 best mortgage rates are based on who's paying LendingTree to be there. Not to mention, you're going to fill this out, and they're going to send you out to 10 different banks, and you're going to get calls, spam, and email from 10 different companies. This is the one that I hate the most. Washington refinance rates at 2.75 fixed. Do some digging on this. They say that there's no hidden fees, no hidden costs. You know what? But there's hidden information. The 2.75 fixed is a 5-1 ARM. So yes, it's fixed, but it's only fixed for 5 years. You, the consumer, think it's a 30-year fixed, because when we associate fixed, we associate that with a 30-year term, not a 5-1 fixed ARM. All right, I just wanted to give you this information. If you have any questions on mortgage rates, let me know. I get a lot of calls from time to time on, hey, Dan, what are your rates? And I have a specific way that I address that question. I hope this information is of value to you. Please share this if you found it valuable. And if you have any questions as it relates to mortgages, I want to be a resource. Have a great day. Don't go blind looking at the eclipse tomorrow, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.